can craft different serums. Right, let's
It's locked, all right.
box of pills, makes you wonder what that nurse has been up to. Well, healing people. Probably not for private use. I definitely need this more than a bunch of fictional people in Whitechapel.
He's mine! I'll take it!
I've got to go back to Lady Ashbury, who I'm assuming is going to find me very attractive. It's anywhere safe. It feels like modern London. Good to know that the corpses flash in this. You know, that I've not looted. Very realistic. There better be something fucking good in here. I've just had to fucking fight a werewolf on my way home. I want for there to at least be something to make that worth my while, other than getting home, which was the goal anyway. Raiding bins, that's not how I imagined the first days of Vampyr going. That bit wasn't shown in Dracula. I'm not bothering speaking to you. Why would you? To the one person watching, hello, thank you for joining. It's nice to not be shouting into the void. Or at least have confirmation that I'm not just shouting into the void. Right, the rest of
Human blood.
my life.
Whoever left these marks did so deliberately.
Just want to go home.
Burn it, boys!
Fuck off, Vincent Sheen. The great grandson's polishing company is gonna be shit.
That's what you do! He's down! Finish it! Die, vermin!
Toby Sheen. Your relative won't even fucking own a polishing company, so that's why I've left you till last. You're ultimately going to be left to build over time. Oh, crap. Stop standing up for Mr. Sheen's granddad. Oh, must raid the bin. Can't not raid the bins. That's the one thing I've learned about this game. Main character, Vampyr, loves blood, loves bins. What's the point of coming in here? I know he's undead and got all the time in the world, but I just don't see why he had to do that. Report back to Lady Sexy Vampyr. Less sexy. She didn't know who I was then. Like,
I would
she's supposed
ask you
be-
to avert your eyes, sir. Or did you not know it was rude to stare?
I knew it.
Speak up, Dr. Reed. I like a man who speaks his mind.
I could have been anyone. Like, you were not discreet at all. He trusted you.
You killed him. He trusted you. And you killed him.
High five.
Spare me your sarcasm, Jonathan. You are but newly born in this world.
No need to apologise. We are vampires after all, so the accusation was true. Well, I gotta go for a high five.
We are vampires. We live by leeching the blood from weaker prey. We are Darwin's next chapter. His cynical and perhaps ultimate expression.
The situation is somewhat awkward nonetheless. I have not been observed sustaining myself for many decades. I have to say I'm a trifle embarrassed.
Anyway, I have concluded my inquiries concerning your blackmailer.
I see. Please excuse my agitated state. Under normal circumstances, I wouldn't let anyone see me in this condition.
I must confess I have not put an end to the blackmail, my lady. Unfortunately, I could not bring myself to do it.
I'm so disappointed in you, Jonathan. I didn't expect this from you.
Lady Ashbury, you yourself admitted how ridiculous the sum of money was. I can assure you, it was all used for charitable ends.
Well, you are full of surprises, aren't you, Jonathan? All right, say I trust you. But you will still pay the ransom. After all, it was you who failed to bring this problem to a satisfactory conclusion.
I believe I could agree to that.
And since a lady always keeps her promises, I will now answer any questions you may have.
Right. Let's find out how much he likes black puddings now he's a vampire.
A vampire? Is that what I am? What we are?
Such a crude word, defined by penny dreadfuls and drunken hacks. No. You are now an Ekon, and that you shall remain.
Not as cool as vampire though, is it?
So we are Ekons. How can I identify us amongst other vampires?
How to put it? All Ekon are vampires. But all vampires are not Ekon. We are
Gatekeepers.
but a branch of the immortal tree.
You're
Are you
an Ekon
an
too?
Ekon too?
Yes, as
Yes, I am.
mentioned a moment ago.
We are the closest thing to what man refers to as vampires. Forget what you think you know about us.
Why was I
I
left
don't
for dead?
understand. Why was I created and then left for dead?
That is a question only the one who made you can answer. It's not normal practice.
So I'm gonna have to find my
I
dad.
doubt even if you find him, he will answer you, considering how cruelly he treated you.
He didn't treat me that cruelly. Just left me in a alleyway. There's some like non-vampires that treat people worse than that.
I'd like to avoid creating another vampire by mistake anyway. Tell me, how is it done?
The process is dangerous. It could even kill your potential progeny. If you did decide to sire an offspring, they must drink of your blood, Jonathan.
So Jonathan's been drinking blood. So this shouldn't be that much of a surprise for him.
So me being a vampire could have been a mistake.
I very much doubt it, Jonathan. Contrary to the legends, it is not as simple to make another vampire by just biting someone.
I've been hearing a voice talking in my head.
Need some antipsychotics.
Is this some kind of insanity? It feels like the voice of the vampire that created me.
Hush. Tell no one this. It would be unwise to talk of such things amongst British immortals. Speak no more of your maker.
Why?
How could this cause offense?
Only the powerful immortals can mentally call to their progeny. No vampire or hunter will sleep easy, knowing that an unidentified elder is stalking the streets of London.
Are you my maker? Because if not, you are attractive.
Excuse my forwardness, but... are you my maker?
Me? Goodness, no. Only a foolish immortal would create a progeny without taking precaution, and I'm no fool.
Right. So, Swansea allows you to kill.
Why does Dr. Swansea allow you to feed on the patients of the hospital?
Dr. Swansea is a good and compassionate man. He is trying to find a solution for our... hunger. Until that happens, he is clever enough to understand that I only feed upon the dying.
Everyone's dying.
And no one suspected you of the murders.
As you well know, suspicion has recently fallen on me of killing for pleasure. But you have my word, Jonathan. I take no pleasure in taking a life.
You look like you're having a great time when I came in this tent.
What do you know about this Brotherhood of St. Paul's Stole?
The Brotherhood is well known amongst London Vampire Society. As long as our kind is discreet, and as long as they do not interfere, we have come to a mutual understanding.
You gonna go into that? No. Why? Plot purposes.
Why did you save me in the canning factory?
I could hardly stand by and watch such a promising young blood as yourself be torn to shreds by some gutter scowl.
How do you even know I'm promising? All you know is that I look vaguely attractive.
What type of vampire is a skull?
Not a true vampire. The deformed offspring of lesser vampires. It is a shame these creatures run wild, slaves to their baser instincts.
Yeah, they're a bit shit, aren't they?
William Bishop wasn't the vampire that created me then.
No, Jonathan. Whatever their strength and demeanor, Scowls are the progeny of careless vampires. It cannot be the other way round.
How old are you? Because I find you vaguely attractive. I'm guessing I'm gonna go 500.
I know this is beyond the pale, but may I inquire your age?
Really? And I thought you were gentlemen. If you must know, I'm 27. I've been 27 for a long time now, and 27 I shall remain.
How much do you weigh? Who granted you eternal youth?
And who bestowed upon you this eternal youth?
My maker. He left this isle a long time ago.
It sounds like he is going to be back for storyline purposes.
Very well. But I believe there is more to this than you are saying.
A lady has to have some secrets.
God, I'm very unattracted to you right now. Right, what happened to London? I met some vampire hunters. How many vampires are in London?
Are there many?
Because at the minute it feels
here
like
in
they're all
London?
out to fucking eat me.
Immortals are of a rare breed, and we often tend to hide. But you may occasionally meet some of us at night.
What you said, like, get rid of everything that I know about vampires. Like, that was definitely something that I knew about vampires. Will they all be
Will
friendly?
they all be as affable as you, my lady?
I do not see why
No.
not. But remember, even the shark smiles before he bites.
That sounds like a lesson from experience.
Vampire politics are as intricate and sometimes tedious as a game of chess in a gentleman's club. I've learned from experience it is best to decline to play.
Do you know any of them? Have you an idea of the identity of the vampire who attacked me?
You mean your maker? No, Jonathan, I have no clue. But I fear he or she is as careless as cruel. To let you discover your new condition by yourself.
What do you mean?
Every now and then, you may discover an immortal in the deep of the night. But we are a rare and reclusive breed. Our progeny is almost never accidental.
Safe sex. Otherwise you might end up with vampire syphilis.
When I awoke, changed, I was chased and attacked by vampire hunters. Prepared and well-trained.
Though I can't be certain. More than likely it was the once glorious Guard of Priwen.
Oh god. Once glorious. I'm hoping that she's gonna be like, but they're shit now.
Once glorious, but still dangerous.
They have seen better days, but all fanatics are dangerous. You would be wise to stay clear. They are sworn to destroy our kind.
Is it a cult?
You make them sound like some sort of cult.
More a society. And like all the best ones, a secret society. I thought them almost gone, but it seemed they have been recruiting.
Honestly, there have been so many of them just fucking attacking me when all
I've been away from London and England for 3 years.
Is raid bins.
This isn't the city I remember.
Things have gone from bad to worse here, Jonathan. I've lived in this city for a long time, and I've never seen it like this.
Spanish. What is it you fear?
What is it you fear?
Fear has long since flown this form. But there is something malevolent circling us. I feel fear is merely waiting in the wings.
And the Spanish flu caused this? All these vampires and people trying to set me on fire?
The Spanish flu has hit London that bad.
Yes, but it's not just that. I've heard things. Things I've not heard for a very, very long time. There are whispers in the shadows. Something far worse than the Spanish flu is here in the city.
Bitey, turning into bats. E. Alright,
I bid you farewell. For now, my lady. I must quickly analyze the blood I took from Nurse Crane's patient.
Right, let's do that.
We're so lucky to have Dr. Reed, you know.
We're so lucky to have him. And his recent thing that he's brought into the hospital of everyone must clean their necks is not at all suspicious. What's this say? Prevent disease, careless spitting, sneezing, coughing, spread influenza, spread by droplets from nose and throat, wear a mask, wash hands, save lives. Protect the NHS. Oh, is it on the other side? Annoying. Get in your room. What are you doing, you jab end? Oh, it was me who was wrong. Embarrassing. What am I doing here? Razvan blood sample. A blood sample gathered on Razvan's corpse. Let's do it. Is that it? You know, I could have had some form of cutscene there. Recyclable. Make one of them. Treatment for sepsis. Never know when you're going to get that as a vampire. I imagine that if someone's got sepsis and you drink their blood, it's going to at least be like tangy. Formula written on a piece of paper seems complex and needs to be analysed. Let's analyse it by pressing X. Oh, there's more things. Treatment for cold. As an undead person with no pulse, I'm sure that will be very useful for me. Treatment for bronchitis. And treatment for pneumonia. I'm not going to make fun of them because I've got asthma.
Razvan Vasily was infected by Spanish flu, but also has the highly unstable blood of the Skulls. Is the London vampire epidemic transmitted through the flu? I should talk to Dr. Swansea about it.
Plot twist. He's looking a bit worse for wear there, isn't he? Also looks a bit like Ross from Friends. Oh, you know what, I'm gonna just upgrade to the one person watching. Once again, I do appreciate it, but I'm gonna have a tiny bit more boring things when you're gonna be watching my character sleeping and me upgrading the character, which is just basically me filling in a spreadsheet in it, really. Let's boost that, because there is no end of people trying to set me on fire. Let's add 100 to my health. And let's add to my endurance. Confirm. If I'd have backed out of that and the one person watching this had had to watch me do that again, I think I would have hung up my microphone and retired as a performer. How do you make that exciting twice? It's barely exciting once. Do you know what? I honestly thought this was a loading screen. God, I am not very good as a streamer. The one person watching this, I do appreciate your charity. Okay, let's go find his supervisor, because he's at that point in his career where, you know, he can't take things any higher. You know, he doesn't have any more authority and any more clearance. He's basically a middle person in a call centre right now.
Evening, Edgar. Could I get your professional opinion?
Well, you know.
Please speak. But I have something important to tell you.
This strain of flu, it's very different from the one I saw in Europe. It's downright peculiar.
Really? What makes you say that?
Analyze blood, symptoms are different. It's so obvious. It's obvious because, you know, this is a game about vampires.
We're facing something new here, Dr. Swansea. Something terrible.
I see. Do you have anything more to go on?
This disease spreads and looks like the Spanish flu, but its effects differ greatly.
You're literally
The
talking to a
London strain
vampire.
is different from the continental one.
This is very interesting. Did you find something else?
Yes, I have.
Yes. Unlike the flu, the infected begin to show an increase in outwardly aggressive behavior. More
Level
than
T.
simple agitation. Once docile people become violent.
You mean like rabies?
Bath salts.
Is there a chance we could create a vaccine, Jonathan, like Pasteur? By the stove, that would be smashing.
There's a lot we're not seeing here, but it is spreading, and quickly. If we don't act, the whole city could be lost.
But Jonathan, we've a fantastic opportunity sitting right here in front of us. A weapon of choice.
What on earth do you mean?
Why, you, my dear boy. With your expertise and your blood, we could isolate the properties that course through your veins. Think about the possibilities.
I think Dr. Swansea's a vampire. I think he's the one who turned me. He seems far too excited at the fact I was a blood doctor and now I'm a vampire. I thought
I
about
admit
it.
it did occur to me. Blood seems to be the common factor in all of this.
I totally agree. We're in uncharted territory here. Maybe it's just wishful thinking, but imagine the possibilities.
We'll discuss this more later. Thank you for your time.
No, thank you, Jonathan. But as I said, I needed to talk to you.
How's that more important than what we just talked about?
I have some rather bad news.
Yes?
I'm afraid it's your sister.
Is she a vampire now as well?
She's to
meeting
be
you?
buried this evening at Whitechapel Cemetery. Your mother published the obituary this morning.
I see.
I'm sorry, Jonathan. Please accept my condolences.
And he's not spoke to his mum since. You are a bad son, Jonathan. Attend her funeral. Hope it's a nighttime funeral. If it's not at night, I am fucked.
I never thought I would have to attend my murdered sister's funeral. Mary, I can't forgive myself. I'll find the truth about what happened to us. I swear.
Of course, you never thought that. Only people think, oh, do you know what? I'm gonna have to go to my sister's funeral. One, I mean, some people might think that, but two, that she's been murdered. That's the reason why I'm here. Ridiculous. join the ranks. No, thank you. Seen enough bloodshed. Oh, I bet it's down there. Blackwall Farbog. That sounds like somewhere. Right, I'm not gonna get my face lit on fire again. I've had enough of it. That's not something you should ever say about a game, is it? You're sick of having your face set on fire.
Over there!
That's a well-known bit in Dracula, that, innit? Where he just hacks them with a machete. I was hoping that I'd just fucking suck his blood, but obviously not. Fuck me. Jonathan, how come you've arrived at your sister's funeral and you stink of shit? Oh, I came here for the service. Isn't that appropriate, Jonathan? Oh, man. I don't suppose you know who did this. She's got bite marks on her neck, and you now have long teeth. No, got no clue. Oh well. It absolutely stinks down here. Like, most of the characters in this look like they absolutely hum. But down here, particularly so. Seen that before, wouldn't it? And I wouldn't have had to backtrack. Story of my life. How are you getting to the funeral, Jonathan? Oh, I think I might take the there's a shortcut that I know. Oh right. What's that? I didn't know it's a shortcut through the sewer. Oh right, are you not gonna stink of shit? It's still a shortcut. Saving 7 seconds by getting there early. Yeah, but you'll also stink of shit, Jonathan. Saving time. Are you gonna have a shower? Look, I'm saving time. I'm trying to save time before I go. I haven't got time to shower and not go through the sewers. Blackwall Vampyr. Reach the cemetery. Done. Now play my cutscene. Jonathan, how come you're covered in blood and brought a machete to your sister's funeral? Well, there was all these guys outside who were shooting and setting people on fire. Oh yes, I did notice them. As you were.
My dear sister, I don't know if I have the strength.
You're undead. I'm sure you'll get over it. Time is a great healer, and you've got a lot of it. Save the isolated woman. Why are you asking questions? I'm fucking saving your life.
Somebody help!
Let's have a chat with you.
Are you
Let's
all
see
right,
if you're
miss?
grateful.
I don't know. Who were those people? They wanted to kill me. Why?
They've lost their minds in the epidemic. They won't come back for now.
You seem to know a lot about them, sir.
I'm Dr. Jonathan Reed. I'm investigating this disease.
I am Xiaoxun. Thank you so much for helping me, Mr. Reed. I must go to the cemetery now.
You're
Goodbye.
already there. You better turn up to my sister's funeral. And if it turns out that there's not many people there, and I've just saved this person's life, and she could have come, and she was in the area anyway, that's just rude, isn't it? Decided that graves, like great headstones, upset me. That's disappointing that I've got an achievement because of how many rats are there. Maybe that's how they like discovered the horse meat scandal, you know, a couple of years ago at Tesco. So we just someone just set like 5 burgers and then boop, and it was like horsepower. Congratulations, you've eaten 5 horses, and then you just go, hang on a minute, it didn't say that on the ingredients. That's how the ball got rolling. You get anything from smashing the headstones? Or am I just being a vandal? Because if there's one thing I cannot abide, it's vandalism. And vampires. So I'd be doing myself a disservice to be both.
Since I can't reveal myself to my mother now, I must find a discreet spot to attend the ceremony.
She's going to think you are a very shit son.
This is despicable.
I know, but I'm in control of you, and I've decided that you're eating loads of rats.
I can't believe I'm doing this.
Well, believe it, mate. I'm going to make your life as a vampire pretty shit.
I am the resurrection and the life. He that believeth in me, though he were dead, yet shall he live. And whosoever liveth and believeth in me shall never die. We commend unto thy hands of mercy, most merciful Father, the soul of our sister departed, and we commit her body to the ground. Earth to earth, ashes to ashes, dust to dust.
Yeah, they think I'm a shit son. That's a dreadful hairline as well.
Why kill my Mary and stick her here in this cold, god-awful place?
These are the legal requirements for the epidemic, madam.
Oh, Avery, I feel so tired. Please take me home.
Yes, madam.
Yeah, I'm glad that Jonathan's vampire traits kicked in now before that dreadful hairline.
Oh, Mary. What have I done? If I could only change one thing. One thing.
I wish
This
it
is a
wasn't
nightmare.
vampire. My only regret
Jonathan,
is bonitis.
there is nothing you can do but accept it.
What
I
brings
knew
you here?
that
I
that
thought
woman
you
that
could
I
use
saved-
the company. I am so sorry for your loss, Jonathan.
Well, you're not that bothered, are you? You said before, get used to death, you fucking young vampire. Well, yeah, it annoys me that, that I saved her. She's in the vicinity and she didn't attend Mrs. But I am pleased that Jonathan's not got that dreadful hairline to deal with. Anyway, moving on. Sounds like a bad joke, I feel like a hypocrite. She was kindness incarnate. Oh, and I didn't. Nocturnal Prey, thank you for letting me know that there's a DLC. I did not know that there is a DLC. I shall pick it up for the next run through. I feel like a hypocrite. Yes, I feel like a hypocrite because I am a murderer and I like to murder. Yeah, I'm in a cemetery. That seems the most apt one.
I wish the tears would come. But I'm empty. And I feel a hypocrite.
Let your pain run free, Jonathan. Don't smother it. What you feel is your humanity. Don't be so quick to lose it.
She had been scouring the most dangerous parts of London in search of me. And it led to her death.
Jonathan, don't.
I still hear her last thoughts. They echo in my head. Her mind shattered, and it haunts me.
Jonathan, stop. Listen carefully. You must come to terms with this. You must learn to live with what happened.
Tell me how. Did I find you attractive?
How is it possible? Tell me. Is it so easy to take a life every night, and then just smile and nod at those you spared?
Don't you see?
Conservatives.
You're doing the work of our enemies, feeding your remorse. We are weakest when we grieve, and the guilt blurs our senses.
And so this is why you're here. To warn me. You felt this pain yourself. You too have endured this.
I don't want to lose you, Jonathan. I've lost so many friends. Loved ones I cherished. Pray for Mary's forgiveness, if you must.
You've only known him for like a day. I don't know why you're acting that bothered. I'll go with you maybe, right, because I don't fully trust her, really. Because she only knows me for one day.
You may be right.
Of course. I've stared upon this world for centuries. And time has taught me to deal with guilt, if not erase it.
What should I do then?
St. Mary's Church is not far from here. Go there and make your peace. Find the solace you need.
My lady wants me to confess.
No, Jonathan. It's you who wants to confess, I think.
Yoda the vampire right there. Yes, fuck off. Pair of you. You know what, I just want to talk about how I murdered my sister. So
And off to church he goes, a newborn seeking divine consent to lick the blood from the soft and pointy crown.
Who are you?
Tarantino.
Make yourself known.
Newborn, you reek of guilt and pointless compassion. Shed your skin, forget your old weaker self.
What do you want from me?
Ascalon does not approve of lone wolves who bring unwanted eyes to our pastures.
So your name is Ascalon.
Ascalon's will is vampire law. Learn them, abide by them, or I shall return as your judge and jury.
You don't need that, do you?
These immortals try my patience with their
Voldemort.
plans and unsolicited counsel.
Voldemort trying to give you shit.
The lively! It's on to us! We have to stop it!
Oh, what's going on?